Yeah, it's the Tigers. Why isn't Blitz casting? Did he get traded? No. Why is he not casting this game? Alright. So we have Perplex holding. They're disqualified for this game, so the rest of what you see tonight doesn't matter. The Tigers win that face-off, immediately turn over to Alert Eyes. Alert Eyes, looking for a pass across the crease, gets intercepted by Adam God. Adam, up for Bulbasaur, aka Smoothie in this game. Picked by Gare, but he gets it back. Gorilla, not able to clear that puck, and the blue team gets it again. Adam Boo goes forward. Up to Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur goes for a near side shot. Marker doesn't move. Bulbasaur gets the puck back again. Stripped by Tom. Tom up for Alert Eyes. Turn off the overlay? There is no overlay. Oh, that overlay. Okay. I thought you meant my fancy red boxes. Bulbasaur misses something. I don't know what that was. Gets to Adam. Gorilla trying to strip Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur shoots wide of the net. Back to Gorilla behind the boards. Up to Alert Eyes. Alert Eyes gets past Rush. He's got a 2-on-3, sort of. He rotates back around. Up for Tom. Tom loses possession all the way up to the top. Stripped by Adam. Adam down to Rush. Back up to Adam. Adam boosting down, looking for Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur gets a far side drive, and we have a Tiger celebration here. So there you go. Unlike other casters, I'm going to have the whole game muted except for the goal horns. Perplex going forward. Gets another goal. Alert Eyes wins an investigation. We have Rush versus Gorilla on the face-off. Rush getting the puck, turns it over to Tom. Up to Gorilla. Back down to Tom. Looking for Alert Eyes here. Or a shot. Goes for the shot, and he answers. What's wrong with the resolution? I don't know. Tom boosts forward. Up to Alert Eyes, stripped by Adam. Over to Rush. Rush boosting up. Bounces it down to Bulbasaur. Pretty good bounce pass there. Bulbasaur looking for a shot or a pass. Hits it back to Rush. One-timer off the post. He wishes he could have that one back. Tom going forward with his juicy dribbles. Turns it over to Adam. Adam turns it over right to Gorilla. Marker coming out of net, then decides not to. Goes back. That was a good decision by Marker. Bulbasaur turns it over to Gorilla. Up to Tom. Tom and Gorilla, great friends. Tom rotating around. Up to Gorilla. Tries to find Alert Eyes. Gets a shot. Completely mid-bowl shot, but it goes in on Ruckle. I don't know, man. I don't know why that went in. Rush goes forward, turns it over to Gorilla. Gorilla bounces it down to Tom, gets past Bulbasaur, looking for Alert Eyes, turns it over to Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur turns it over to Alert Eyes, takes a shot. Ruckle boosts for that, even though it was outside the net. Rush going forward. Finds Bulbasaur for another far side shot. Some good defense in this game, I can tell you that much. Tom gets the puck. Going down. Looks for Alert Eyes. Alert Eyes trying to spam it in. But his AC is no match for Rush's AC. Rush Finds Bulbasaur for a little bit. Gorilla strips it out to the boards. Bulbasaur gets it back behind the enemy net now and turns it over to Tom. Tom looking for a pass. Bounces it down for Alert Eyes, who is a very popular streamer of, I can't remember the name of that game. Alert Eyes turns it over to Adam. Monster Truck? It's not called Monster Truck. It's called something else. Rush looks for a shot and gives it to Marker. Alert Eyes up to Tom. End of period 1, and we have the Tigers are up 3-2 on the Redlings. Gorilla with the crown, despite losing. Bulbasaur with 2 goals. Ruckle with the highest save percentage of the game at 60. Marker with a respectable 50%. 3 for 6 on the shots. Let's see. You can look at the APM here during this intermission. You can see that no one's really trying very hard during that amount of time. Alert Eyes and Adam on the face-off. Alert Eyes wins. Goes for a near side shot. Ruckle is all over that. Up to Rush. Rush doesn't connect with Adam, but then he does. Adam spinning around, gets it to Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur spinning around, stripped by Tom. Tom dribbles straight through Adam, but he is stripped by Rush. Bulbasaur forward. Can't beat Gorilla, but Adam gets it back. Adam! And they might just ride their Tigers into the sunset in this game, the way Adam is playing. Alert Eyes, down for Tom, misses the pass. But Tom does recover it off the boards. Tom gives it over to Rush. Rush up for Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur boosting forward, has Gorilla to beat. Over to Alert Eyes. Rush strips it from Alert Eyes and misses his shot. Marker dumps it down to the bottom boards. Up to Tom. Tom up to Alert Eyes. Goes for a weak snipe. Ruckle has no problem blocking that one. Tom and Rush juicing it. Rush down to Bulbasaur. He just doesn't shoot and gives it to Marker. Alert Eyes looking for Tom. Just gives it to Bulbasaur. Here, have a breakaway. Very friendly guy. Alert Eyes always really friendly. Marker dumps it up to the top to Gorilla. Gorilla up for Alert Eyes. He almost gets it to Tom, but Adam is there. Adam is always there for his team. Tom looking for Alert Eyes. Goes for the near side shot. We're seeing a lot of those this period. Ruckle down to Rush. Looking for somebody. Finds Adam. Adam down to Bulbasaur. Misses the pass. Gorilla has it. Gorilla back up to Marker. Marker coming out of net. Adam will strip and get it to Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur and Adam going forward. Stripped by Tom. Tom up to Alert Eyes. 2-on-1 versus Rush. He completely blows the pass. And Gorilla up to Alert Eyes. Alert Eyes looking for Tom. Can he find Tom? Nope. Yep, maybe. No. Adam is all over him. Oh. No, you can't. You can't find Tom. What the? Man, I don't even know. They just keep getting the puck back, but they're not getting any shots off. It's just not happening. Rush. Looking for Adam or Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur just one-times it to Marker. Gorilla gets it back from Rush. Gorilla again up to Tom. Have a 2-on-1 with Alert Eyes and Adam, but they go near side again. They just keep shooting near side, and Ruckle is just there the whole time. Finally, they get a one-timer pass off, but Ruckle boosts for it. Nice save by him. Bulbasaur has the puck, stripped by Gorilla. Gorilla. Down to Tom, has Alert Eyes, misses the pass, Perplex. Up for Bulbasaur, he gets past Gorilla, if only for a little bit. Gorilla will clear that out. Turns it over to Bulbasaur. That's another goal. Tom turns it over. Adam's going to get that puck. Alert Eyes gives it back. Adam gets it back again. Adam with 7 seconds left. We can hear that countdown. And there you go. It is 5-2 on Central for this first game. And I believe Zerus was at home, so we'll have TCT hosting the next game. I assume they're both going to be Central, by the way this is going. If you dominate your away game, there's no reason not to just host that server again. We have Gorilla with the crown still. He's doing his best to try and keep this game under control, but Marker 55%, Levi's 75%, Rush with 13 passes out, 7 received, sort of playing defense this game. Bulbasaur with 3 out and 14 received. Can I see the stats? Yes. With 3 goals. Adam has 2 of his own. Gorilla with the puck. Up to Marker. Marker. Down to Tom. Tom looking for Alert Eyes or a shot. Finds a shot, but Ruckle is there. Ruckle just not budging. Bulbasaur almost gets that puck. Goes right to Marker. Marker just throws a duck out, just like Peyton Manning in his first Super Bowl against Seattle. And that was just, man, that was bad. Alert Eyes looking for Tom. He gets tripped by the god Adam. Adam misses his pass to Rush. Clearly Rush's fault. Rush looking for a pass, gives it back to Ruckle. Halo might have let that in. Adam bounces it up for Bulbasaur, and he goes for the dunk. Tom looking for a pass. Just gives it to Rush. Rush up to Bulbasaur. Tom has no boost. This could be dangerous. And Tiger Sounds.
God, embrace me.
Alert Eyes up to Tom. Tom back down to Alert Eyes. Ruckle is there. Misses a pass to Adam. Clearly Ruckle's fault. Gorilla up to Tom. Alert Eyes has a breakaway. Ruckle stone cold. Rush fighting with Tom. The 2 juicers going at it. Rush wins that battle. Up to Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur gonna go for a snipe here. Bulbasaur trying to do his best Linking imitation. It doesn't work. Alert Eyes goes for another shot. And Ruckle is all over that one. Alert Eyes a little triggered. He stands still for a second. Rush. One-timer bug. Back to himself. Thanks, developers. Marker. Wastes his boost. Wastes his force field. Almost lets that dunk go in. Alert Eyes turns it over to Rush. Rush bounces down for Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur. Will he try to dunk again? No. Tom. 2 Alert Eyes. 2-on-1 versus Rush. Rush. One-timers it out. Ruckle. Up to Adam. Picked off by Tom. Alert Eyes takes the snipe. They're just sniping Ruckle over and over. That's not going to work. I think at this point you've got to realize you've got to try something else, just like Bulbasaur continuing to try dunks. Alert Eyes turns it over. Rush with the puck. Down to Adam. Up to Bulbasaur. Back down to Adam. No, that's an own goal. There's no goal horn. That's an own goal by Marker. I'm not... Alright. That really didn't look like one, but he must have hit it in with his force field. Rush. Up to Perplex. Bulb strips him. That's another Tiger. Rush says lol, Marker lol. Someone asking why no game sounds. Oh, that's Maha. I'm trying to separate myself. Most casters only show the game sounds and they don't show the goal horns. So I'm only showing the goal horns. Gorilla versus Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur. Stripped by Alert Eye. Stripped by Adam. Adam. There's something going on. Alert Eyes down for Tom. Misses the pass. Tom gets it back. Up to Alert Eyes. Can they get the goal here for no reason? The answer is no. And just like that, what team is this? The Tigers win 9-2 in their away game. Bulbasaur with 6 goals. Rush with 21 passes out. Levi with a solid 85%. He had 11 saves, 2 allowed. Pretty solid game by the blue team. Perplex really impressive there. He made a lot of good plays in this game. Gorilla +5, 21 passes. He gave defense good effort. At the end of the day, they just couldn't get goals in on Ruckle, and their defense was just wasn't enough. Marker 8 for 16 on the shots.